Now you're accepting that you are a universe that will never be fixed. Never, never, ever, ever in a million years. You can work it all you like. You're not going to fix you. Okay? You're going to improve you, like how you can improve the world, right? You can improve things, but it's never done. Okay? It's never done. It's never like, oh, I can rest now, or I fixed the world, right? So that's the part. How do you go on that journey of keeping improving without it being about, there's a moment where I'm going to feel fixed. I'm going to feel fixed, and I'm going to put my hands in the air and say, I'm fixed. Yeah? It's not going to happen. You're going to feel better, okay, and you're going to feel improved. But if you're looking for the universe that is you to become a bright, sparkly universe without any stuff in it, without any story in it, that's where you're going to get lost. And I've seen people lost, trust me. I've seen people on spiritual journeys for years and years and years, meditating, but still not able to fully embrace the fact that they are human, and you can't change being human. You cannot become a stone. You cannot become a robot. You cannot become a sparkly, no, you are participating in a journey where there's good, bad, ugly, sad, happy, beauty, shine, sparkle, it's all there. And now the question is, how do I dance with all of this? How do I dance with it? How do I stay in integrity and in love with it? How do I stay consistent in my soul connection with it, right? So how you see yourself affects how you see the world, others, yeah? Actually, write this down. How you see yourself affects how you feel about others. How you see yourself affects how you feel about others, and it also affects how you experience the world. How you see yourself affects how you feel about other people, yeah, and it also affects how you experience the world. So there's a chain reaction that comes back to you. You are the creator. You are the where it all starts and ends. So when you're looking at people saying whatever you're saying, oh, he's amazing, he's wonderful, he's terrific, wow. Some people can't even say this because they can't see their own wonderful, they can't see their own amazing, they can't see their own terrific. So they can hardly see that in others. So what they'll see, and they will keep telling you, the world sucks, people suck, you can't trust anyone. Yeah, people are idiots. This is so stupid. I'm surrounded by idiots all the time, right? Yeah. Here, look over here. Look at the idiot here, okay? Because if you can transform how you see this one, you will start seeing other glorious people around you. You'll start noticing, I'm surrounded with beautiful people. Yeah, Deanna, you're feeling that? Yeah. That's what happens. When you start to own, like, oh my God, I'm so beautiful, I'm so amazing. And not from, because we're taught to, we're shamed about self-love in the world. We're shamed about it. I know that I was shamed as a child. People would say, who do you think you are? You think you're so beautiful, you think you're so clever, you think you're so smart. That's what my grandmother used to say all the time to me, yeah? So being confident in yourself, loving yourself, was not seen as a good thing. Yeah, you've got a big head. So therefore, we don't want to own our greatness, right? We don't want to own our greatness because we think that it's a big head. And then we judge other people who've owned their greatness, yeah? We can't stand them. Oh, they're too loud, they're too stupid, they're this, they're that. I wish they could do it differently. I wish, whatever. We're so busy judging, yeah? And I'm not expecting you to love everything everyone does and love the whole world and be like starry-eyed. No. But understand what you're doing. Understand what you're doing. Understand the process that's happening as you judge yourself. As you judge and criticize continuously the world out there, that's what's happening inside of here. Yeah? And so once you start changing your language patterns and be able to talk about beauty, be able to say the words, wow, you fascinate me. I love you. I love your energy right now. I love where you're coming. Your vibrational frequency rocks. I'm feeling you. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Oh, wow, you just downloaded that. Like just honoring others. You start to honor yourself. Yeah? You start to honor yourself. because you start to see you have the same. They're just mirrors. Yeah. So people are mirroring you. The world is mirroring you. And if we can start owning our own limitations, then we can start to be okay with the limitations that we're experiencing externally. Yes. Yes. Yeah. When we see the world apparently, thank you, Soyini, apparently crumbling, right? We see people doing stuff that we want to judge and criticize and go, look they're looting, look they're doing this, look they're idiot, blah, blah, blah. And we want to get all hyped up about it. Yeah, we want to get all fucking excited about it. Yeah, we want to get all kind of crazy about it. Yeah, yeah. Because that's what we love doing, isn't it? We have no idea what the hell's going on. We don't want to question anything, but we're very fast in the drama. Oh yes, switch the drama on. Let's get pumped up about, how other people are screwed up. Look at what they're doing. Who the hell are they? Idiots. Yeah. So we want to be leaders. We can't be out there doing that. We need to have bird's eye view and understand what's truly happening. And we bring compassion. Yeah. Just going to take a breath here because this is deep stuff. We need to bring compassion when we see what's happening in the world. We need to see ourselves in everybody. The people we like and the people we don't like. The people that we think are doing the right thing and the people that are not apparently doing the right thing. We need to see ourselves because that's you. You're seeing you. Yeah, it might not have manifested in your life that you need to go and do that, but that part of you is in there. It's in there. Yeah, you have levels of ugliness inside of you that are scary. Okay, anybody? Jazz hands. Is it just me, or are we united in the fact that there is some ugly in us? Okay, and some of us get sick trying to hold down that ugly. Yeah, we get sick, we get stomach pain, we get all kinds of weird because we're trying to hold it down, trying to pretend that we're all goody and we smile and we're such good people, right? Yeah, that's why we need to do the work. It's okay to recognize, oh, I'm full of shit. Ooh, I'm angry. I'm blaming. I'm a victim. I'm confused. I don't like people. I'm angry all the time. I'm angry at them. I'm angry at It's good to see this. Notice it. And then we can transform it. Yeah? Then we can transform it. So the biggest part of my journey was spent re-questioning every aspect of my life. I want to talk about the different areas of life that we've been brainwashed. Right? So we are brainwashed on all the topics. About death, birth, fighting, losing. If you lose something, your house, your husband, your whatever, your child, loss. Yeah, we're conditioned. Education. Yeah, who's right? You educated, you're better. He educated, no good, right? So etiquette. This is the right etiquette. This is what we do. This is what we don't do, right? Religion, politics, sex. This is what's right, that's wrong, that's disgusting. All these ideas, how to dress, how to eat, what you eat, when you eat, how you speak, how you don't speak, which is the right words to use, which is the right face to smile. You're conditioned, you're living a conditioned life. Drugs, alcohol, weddings, funerals, work, art, music. You think you're showing up as an original version of yourself. Meanwhile, if you haven't done the work to understand who you are a result of your upbringing. We are a result of our upbringing, our conditioning from our parents, from our society. Whether you're born into a black society, a white society, a Chinese society, a Muslim society, a Hindu society, there are these rules. Okay? And now you're trying to understand what's going on. And you're thinking still with the filter. Okay? So this is about awareness. I want you to, first of all, there's no escape. You've got to ask yourself, what about my culture? What about my upbringing? What about the things that I've been taught no longer serve me? And I recognize that's where it's coming from. So when I'm talking about marriage, when I'm talking about drugs, when I'm talking about how to dress, I'm actually talking about mostly what I think from the influences. And that's why it's so difficult to disrupt. Do you guys understand that? When you used to wearing black and gray, and I remember Kai, when I met him, yeah, he was used to being very yuppie in his dressing. Yeah, yuppie means blue jeans, white shirt, nice shoes, padam, I'm ready, okay? And I was like, disrupt, disrupt, disrupt. I came with some funky stuff. Yeah, I see Ian is like, funky clothes. He put them on, he was like, this is not me. This is not who I am. I mean, if you have to take me for who I am. I said, sweetheart, you look so hot right now. So sexy, so delicious and delectable in the look that you think is not you. Okay? Why don't you just give it a try? What do you have to lose? I mean, what do you have to lose? Just give it a try. I created a beast, okay? Because even now, when we go shopping, he chooses stuff where I'm like, that's too much. That's that's OTT right there, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, he discovered a new version of himself, which was way more fun. Way more fun. He didn't need his white jeans and his white t-shirts to come blended. He could find himself to create, and sometimes you might need to go over the board to come back to, okay, this is me. Do you guys understand that? But you're operating in those conditionings so strongly, and that's the more pain when you're saying, why don't I feel my soul? Why don't I feel the love and peace? That is the reason. Because there is a rule book the size of, a mountain that you are following, that we are following. Okay? And that rule book is just deadly in terms of joy, love, freedom, inner peace, expressing yourself as a unique individual. Yeah? All the things that you want. Yeah? But need to understand, if you want those things, then you got to acknowledge the rule book of the society that has brought you into this world. Yeah? And it's not a one-off thing. It's not I do this work and realize it's over. It's again, again, and again. You question yourself, right? And you question yourself by asking powerful questions. So I'm going to ask you a powerful question. Are you guys really understanding this? Because when I talk about the voice of the ego and the voice of your soul, this training right here is trying to get you to deeply understand what that means. Yeah, what the voice of the ego looks like and sounds like. Okay, so that there's no confusion, because we often talk about the soul and that loveliness, right? But I want to deep dive the ego and the little me today. Okay, I want to expose that part. I call it the little me. I call it the ego. You can call it the small version of yourself. You can call it your limitations. You can call it whatever you want. So you have a name for your avatar, your soul, your power. We need a name for this guy. Yeah, the little guy. Okay, what you gonna call him? Okay, what you gonna call that part of yourself? I call it the ego mind. And I want you to use a name for that. I want you to start discerning when that's operating, when that's talking, when that's showing up in the world. Yeah? And then you will be able to, understand when you're in your soul presence and what that feels like, right? But that's not going to happen until we've exposed this guy. Right? Now someone said the enemy. Okay, that is it might be a bit harsh. Okay, notice that I don't feel like the word ego is negative, but maybe you guys do. But for me it has a very positive vibrational frequency, right? Because ego keeps you safe as well, right? Ego is a good thing. Yeah? You need a little bit of a ego. You need your I. You need your me. You need your logical mind, right? So I'm not sure if I'd go with enemy there, because it's a part of me. So I don't want to feel that there's an enemy inside of me. I want to feel like we're all working together. This guy doesn't really know what he's doing, but that's okay. He's been in charge for a while, the little me. He's been in charge my whole life. Now I'm taking control back. Okay, the soul, the spirit is taking control back. I'm like, little guy, you've been in charge for a while. Okay, I see you, I know you're scared. I see you want to blame everyone out there and point fingers and say, look at that person and he's an idiot. You want to do all of that, but what's it bringing you, little me? What does that bring you? Does that make you feel happier? Yeah.
People are very creative, Mahima.
I'm sorry.
People are very creative. They're calling it Helga, mind changer, unconscious me,
Yes.
editing me.
Lily used to say the untamed mind.
Untamed.
Yeah, untamed. So we've got to tame it. The monkey mind. Oh, I like the monkey mind. Oh, little monkey, little monkey, little monkey, little me, right? But we need to name it. We need to show it for who it is. And it's not just in you, it's in the world. This ego exists externally from you, right? But just seeing it in the world and not seeing it in here, that's an issue. That's a problem that we don't want to have, because that's not going to give you the peace, the compassion, and the love you're looking for to be able to show up as a powerful leader in the world. So what we need is to be able to give the compassion to that part of ourselves. I also love to call it the wave in the ocean. I really like that analogy. A wave that thinks it's separate from the ocean. Yeah. Ooh, the wave. But no, you're part of me. You're part of the ocean. Yeah. So however you name it, I want you to start naming it. Give it a name. Use the word. My ego. My little me. My mind. Yeah. Is trying to tell me not to trust myself right now. Or is trying to, is constantly judging and criticizing other people and the world. So don't say I am. Yeah, say my little mind is always trying to judge people or thinks he knows something. Meanwhile, the truth is nobody knows. Yeah, nobody knows. And that's the beauty. You get to experience life as an adventure and as a mystery. You wake up every day in wonder of what's this day going to bring, because literally, if you start to operate in this way I'm telling you, anything's possible. Yeah, anything's possible. You can start creating magic in your life by being in that wonder and curiosity of I'm a creator. Yeah, and knowing that you're a creator is understanding how to own that part of you that you think is in charge, but actually shouldn't be in charge.